Right, students. So before starting the session, just to confirm, just please make in the chat whether you can hear me or not. Whether you can hear me clearly. Yes, and also, can you see the board as well? Just make sure that you can see the board and also you can hear me. Please send me the chats, your replies as soon as possible. Yes, students, I'm please. So I'm like waiting for replies. So I think that you can hear me. Yes, so it's clear, right? Right. So let's start the session today. So first of all, good afternoon to all of you. And this is the third set that we are going to do. And this is the classified part one and part two revision past paper questions that we did for the past 2 weeks. And this is the third week. We are doing the third set, right? So these 5 parts will be done today. So like especially these 5 parts. So we have got classified past paper questions from these 5 lessons, and we'll be doing extensively in the today's session. First one is algebraic fractions we'll be looking at, and then percentages. So grade 10 percentages, not grade 11. So here we have all the percentage sums here, and then equations and formula, and then we have parallelograms 1 and 2, and finally sets questions also will be discussed under this unit. So let's start from the first question in this. So I'll do that on the board. So I hope that you have the tunes, right? So I sent it yesterday as well. So I think that you have the tunes. So we'll be doing these questions on the board now. Okay. Set 3 questions, right? Set 3. So question number 1, it says simplify y over 3 divided by 4y over x, right? Y over 3 divided by 4y over x. So it's easy to solve. Just have this y over 3 here. Then this division becomes multiplication, and this becomes the reciprocal, x over 4y. Y cancels. Then answer is y over 4 times 3 is 12. The answer is y over 12. Question number 2. 2 over x plus 1 minus 4 over 1 minus x squared. 1 minus x squared, right? 2 over x plus 1 minus 4 over 1 minus x squared. So you can write this as what? As a difference of squares, right? You can write in that way. Is it possible? No. Wait. This is 1 minus x squared. It's not a difference of square, no? No, it's not a difference of then you have to expand the brackets. 1 squared minus 2x plus x squared. Wait. Here the LCM is x plus 1 times 1 minus x squared. Then you can multiply this 2 times 1 minus x squared minus 4 times x plus 1. So we took the LCM first, then 2, it has x plus 1, so you multiply this by 1 minus x squared. 4, it has 1 minus x squared, you multiply that by x plus 1. Then you can take these brackets of 2 minus 2x squared minus 4x minus 4 over x plus 1, 1 minus x squared, right? So here you have minus 2x squared plus 2 and minus 4 will become minus 2 minus 4x over x plus 1 1 minus x squared minus 4x, right? Then you can have 2x, 2 and 4x. So the common factor here is 2. So minus 2 x squared plus 1 plus 2x over x plus 1, 1 minus x squared. Is that correct? Yeah. Wait. Yeah, this is the answer. Wait, yeah. I think I made a mistake, you know. They said to underline the correct answer. Sorry. Ah, it's my mistake. 4 over this should be 1 minus x square is inside the bracket, not outside. This is the mistake that I made. This square should be inside the brackets. Now it's correct. Yes. 2 over x plus 1 minus 4 over, this can be taken as 1 squared minus x squared. So this is the difference of square. Minus 4 over 1 minus x, 1 plus x. Right. Here you have x plus 1 and 1 plus x. Both are same. So here you have to add x plus 1 and 1 minus x as the LCM. Then here you have 2 and you already have x plus 1, but you don't have 1 minus x. So you have to multiply that by 1 minus x and minus 4. 4 has both of these. Then you can expand this 2 minus 2x minus 4 over x plus 1, 1 minus x. 2 minus 4 is minus 2 minus 2x over x plus 1, 1 minus x. Here minus 2 is common, so minus 2, 1 plus x. 1 plus 2, 1 plus x. Minus 2 minus 2x, correct. Then x plus 1, 1 minus x. Here you can cancel x plus 1, x plus 1. Answer will be minus 2, 1 minus x. This is the final answer. These from algebraic fractions of grade 10. Right? Okay. Then we have the question number 3. Question number 3. Simplify x plus 1 over y divided by 2x plus 1 divided by x. Same way. So x plus 1 here over y, and this division becomes multiplication and reciprocal. X goes up 2 times x plus 1. Right? X plus 1 cancels. Answer is x over 2y. Fourth one. That also is simplification question from algebraic fractions. X over x minus 3 plus 3 over 3 minus x. Now listen, this is a bit tricky. You have x minus 3, here 3 minus x, but the same coefficients are there. You have x here, 3 here, 3 here. But the thing is, this is plus x, this is minus x. Here it's minus 3, here it's plus 3. So to make this both as a common one, we can do something like this. We can make this term and we can convert this term into x minus 3. How is that? We have x over x minus 3, right? This term is x over x minus 3 written here. Plus, right? 3 over. Now I want to make this one in this format. How can I do that? Please mute yourself. Right. There are questions. What is it? So the answer is the second one. Yeah. The board is not clear. Yes, now is the board clear? I hope that the board is clear now. I think this question is the old one. Now clear, right? So we can write this like this, x minus 3. Or but I'll do it like this. This minus sign here comes out, right? Then you write this term as x minus 3. X minus 3. Now see, now what this one I wrote in terms of this x minus 3. See, here what minus into x is minus x. Here you have minus x. Then what here minus into minus 3 is plus 3. So here you have plus 3. So the same term we have written this in this format, in x minus 3 format. Now you have what x minus 3, x minus 3, right? Here, but you have this minus sign, this goes here. Therefore, x over x minus 3, this plus and this minus becomes minus 3 over x minus 3. Now you have the same denominator. So what happens? Just add the numerators. X minus 3, x minus 3, x minus 3, x minus 3 cancels. Answer is 1. This is the answer, right? So the point here is you have to recognize this part. This part is very important, and you have to convert this into this format. This is the main point here, right? This is the main point. Okay, so that is the fourth question that we have discussed. Then let's go for the fifth one. Fifth, simplify 1 over x plus 2 plus 1 over x square minus 3x minus 10. Right, so this is a quadratic expression here, 1 over x plus 2. So you have to contract this into two brackets. How do this? First multiply x squared into 10, so it becomes minus 10x squared. Then take the two factors which gives the multiple of 10, and when you add these two factors it should give minus 3. So what are they? So what if we take 5 into 2? 5 into 2 is minus 10. So what we can make 5 into 2 as 10, and then 5 and 2 can we make 3? Yes, we can. So the large one should be minus, smaller one should be plus. So the factors here are 1 over x squared. The factor here is minus 5x plus 2x minus 10. 1 over x plus 2 plus 1 over. So here x squared and minus 5x, the common factor is x. X minus 5 plus 2, x minus 5. So then we can write this here, 1 over x plus 2 plus 1 over x plus 2 is one factor, x minus 5 is the other factor. Right. Now you have x plus 2 here and x minus 5. So here x plus 2 and x minus 5. So the LCM is x plus 2, x minus 5. Then see, in this numerator you have 1, but in this denominator you just only have x plus 2. This is missing. That means add that x minus 5 here. Plus this numerator has both. That means just put 1. Then you can expand this. 1 into x is x, and 1 into minus 5 is minus 5, plus 1 over x plus 2, x minus 5. Simplify the x minus 5 plus 1 means x minus 4 over x plus 2 times x minus 5. The answer is this, x minus 4 over x plus 2 into x minus 5 is the answer. So that is the first 5 questions of algebraic fractions. So did you understand these 5? I hope that you got this, because these ones are grade 10 algebraic fraction sums. So the board is not clear again. Now is it clear? Yes, for me, I think it's okay. Yeah, please reply whether you can see it now properly. Because from my side, I don't see any problem. From my side, it's clear. Just check within your side and just reply where you can see now. Yes, I'm staying for replies. Clear, right? Okay, so I hope it's clear. Right. Let's move on to the next one. Question number 6. Right. So question number 6 to question number 10, we have the questions from percentages. So these percentage questions, you have what? VAT, then you have customs duty, rates, simple interest. So these 4 questions are grade 10 percentages, and all the questions are included in these 4. Let's see one by one. Question number 6, it says the assessed value of a certain house is 30,000. If the relevant provincial council charges 5% of the value of the house as rates, calculate the rates that he have to pay for a year. Right. So we know the formula for rates. We have studied rates, right? So rates we have studied. So the formula for rates is rates equal the value times rate percentage. Rate percentage. So the value they say is how much? 30,000. Rate percentage for 1 year, that is 5%. 5%. So two zeros cancels. 5 into 300 is 1,500 rupees. So the rates for the year is 1,500 rupees is the answer. Question number 7. Now, question number 1 is from rates. And question number 7 is from VAT. VAT means what? We have studied VAT, right? In grade 10, VAT means value added tax. So for all the things that we use or we consume, we have something called VAT being added in our percentages. Let's see. VAT. The part of a water bill relevant the rural water project is given below. The amount for consumed water units is 1,500. VAT they are given 270. Find the VAT percentage charge for the above bill. Right. So VAT also we have simple equation same like this. VAT equals the value times VAT percentage. VAT equals the value into VAT percentage. Here we have rates equals the value into rate percentage. Means here VAT equals value into VAT percentage. VAT they have given? No, they have given. VAT is 270 rupees. The value is 1,500. So VAT percentage means what? VAT percentage over 100. 100 cancels. So 15 into VAT over 200 equals 270. So divide both sides by 15. 15 cancels. So you can find the VAT percentage. VAT percentage equals 270 divided by 15. Divide and see. You get the answer as 18%. So the VAT percentage charged here is 18%. Right? So I hope that you understood this simple part. Rates also the same. VAT is also almost the same. So here the two equations is rates equal the value into rate percentage, while here VAT equals value into VAT percentage. So the only change here is this becomes the change. Rates becomes VAT here and VAT becomes rates here. Right. That is also done. Then question number 6, 7, 8. Right. Question number 8. Let's see. Right. So question number 8 is a question from part 1, part A. From part 1, part A type question. So it's kind of a structured kind of a question, right? Right. It is about simple interest rate. Okay. Let's see. Question says a person who takes a loan of 12,000 at an annual simple interest rate. Please mute the mics. Please mute the mics, children. Please send the tute again. I sent it, right? Okay, I'll send it again. I sent the tute in the group. Okay, I'll resend it again. Okay, see the group, I've sent it again. Huh? Right, question number 8. So it says a person who takes a loan of 12,000 at an annual simple interest rate of 8% has to pay a total amount of 14,880. Right. So he takes a loan of 12,000 with an interest rate of 8%, and he has to pay a total after some amount of years. We don't know how much is that. 14,880. Right. To settle the loan. So question number 1, it says the first Roman number. Calculate the total interest he has to pay. Right. So the total interest that he has to pay, total interest he has to pay is what? The total amount after T amount of years. We don't know how many years after he has paid it, but we know the total amount. That is how much? 14,880 days minus the initial principal amount. The initial principal amount he got. The initial principal amount. So what is the initial principal amount he has borrowed? That is 12,000, right? A person who takes a loan of 12,000. So that we have to subtract from this 14,880. So when you subtract this, you get the answer as 2,880 rupees. This is the total interest that he had paid. The total interest that he has paid is 14,880 minus 12,000. That is 2,880 rupees is the total interest that he had paid. Right. That is the question number 1. Second one, find the interest for a year. For a year that they asked. Remember, please read these questions carefully because they might say find the interest for a month. Then you can apply it for a year. Then you have to divide the interest by 12. Why? Because they asked for a month. But here they have asked find the interest for a year he has to pay. So simple interest, we know an equation, right? Simple interest equals TTR over 100. Simple interest. Why it's simple interest? Because in the question that they say that this entire loan is being brought by simple interest as a simple interest, right? So simple interest. So they ask for the simple interest for a year that he has to pay. Let's see. So the principal amount is what? 12,000 is the amount that he has borrowed at first. And time, what is time? For 1 year. 1 year means 1 into 1. Rate percentage. So the simple interest rate is what? 8%. 8 over 100. So we can find the simple interest that he had to pay. 20 cancels 20. Then 120 times 8, the answer is 960 rupees. Right? 960 rupees is the simple interest amount that he has to pay for a year. For 1 year. This is for 1 year. Please note this. This is for 1 year. For 1 year. Very important. This timeline is very important. For 1 year that they ask. Roman number 3. Third one, they say after how many years he settled the loan. After how many years he settled the loan. Now see, the total interest that he had paid after some amount of years is 2,880. The total interest that he has to pay after some years is 2,880. But the interest for 1 year is 960. The total interest is 2,880. For interest for 1 year is 960. So how can you find the number of years that he has paid? Why? Because simple interest, it doesn't change. Same simple interest is for 1 year. Then for the next year, the same for simple interest. Then the next year also same simple interest. Right? So we can find the total time taken. So we can find the time taken how? By dividing this total interest that he had paid 2,880 by this simple interest for 1 year. For 1 year. How much is that? 960. 960. 60. Right? When you divide this, you can find, you get as 3 years. The answer is 3 years. So it took totally 3 years for him to pay this total interest amount and to settle the entire loan of 14,880. So he had paid 14,880 after 3 years, but he borrowed it for how much? For 12,000. See, he borrowed the loan for 12,000, but after 3 years he paid how much? 14,880. So the interest amount is what? The difference between these two, that is 2,880. I think that this entire question is clear. Very simple question from simple interest. Right. So there are no questions. Let's move for the 9th one, because we have some more units to complete as well. Right. 9th question. They have given income tax. Very good question. Income tax questions, normally students think income tax questions are very difficult. No, it's not difficult. So the question number 9 and question number 10, both are from income tax, because from percentages in grade 10, the highest probability that they can ask is from income tax, because they know that the students will struggle in income tax. They know that. Because if they give rates, simple interest and VAT, normally questions, but like normally the students will score marks in those. But they know that normal income tax questions are considered difficult among grade 10 and even grade 11 questions. I have seen many students struggling from this income tax questions as well. Let's see how to do this, right? So first of all, you have to think and do. Think the question, read the question properly, and then answer. Right. Now it says the annual income of a person is 850,000, and then according to the following table, find the income tax he has to pay for a year. Right. So the annual income means the income for a year. The person gets is 850,000. 850,000. Now in the chart, see in the chart that they have given you what they have given you in 500,000 clusters. First one they have said what? The initial 500,000. It is tax free. The initial 500,000, that is tax free. That means there is no tax for the first 500,000 of this income. For the first 500,000 of this income, you have no tax. You can live free without tax, right? Then next 500,000, they say 4% tax will be coming. For the next 500,000 cluster, 4% tax will be incurred. Then for the next 500,000, it says 8%. This is a table that they have given. First step is, listen, first step is you have to separate this income as 500,000 clusters. Why? Because in the table that they have given the clusters as 500,000. These one bundle, this one bundle, this one bundle. The first bundle is also 500,000, this also 500,000, this also 500,000. So you have to separate this income into 500,000 clusters. First cluster is what? 500,000. Plus, from this 850,000, once 500,000 goes, is what is the remaining one? 350,000. 500,000 plus 350,000 will give you 850,000. Right? Now, this 500,000 is the first bundle, this bundle, first bundle, right? And this 500,000 here, sorry, but this one belongs to the second bundle. This one, second bundle. Now you can find the income tax. Income tax. Right. Let's see. First bundle, first 500,000 tax free. That means no tax for this. No tax for this. For this part, no tax. Plus this part, second bundle. Second bundle, what is the tax percentage? 4%. That means for this amount, 350,000 times second bundle, it is 4%. Income tax is, so here you have nothing means 0, right? We put 0 here, it's easy then. So here there is no tax for the first 500,000, tax free 0. Then 0 plus 350,000 times 4%. 0, 0 cancels. 3,500 times 4 is 14,000. Plus 0 equals income tax. Therefore, the income tax that he has to pay is what? 14,000 rupees. This is the income tax that he has to pay. This is the what? This annual income tax. Annual income tax that he has to pay is 14,000 rupees. This is the way how you do these income tax questions. You have to separate this according to the cluster that they have given in the table. Understood? Right. Then let's move for the 10th question. 10th one. Question number 10. That is also from income tax. Right. Information about the charging of income tax at present is shown in the following table. That was the same thing. Income, the first 500,000, that is tax free, and next 500,000 4%, next 500,000 8%. So the same table is coming for this 10th question as well. So I won't draw this table again. The same thing will come for this also because that is what they have given in this, right? Right. First one they say, but the annual income of Ranjit is 1.2 million. That means 120, sorry, 12 lakhs, no? 12 lakhs. So 1.2 million. Yes, 12 lakhs. So the annual income of Ranjit, first of all, write that. That is 1.2 million or 12 lakhs is the annual income. Roman number 1. What is the taxable income of Ranjit? Taxable income means what? Now listen, in this chart, the first 500,000 is tax free. That means for the first 500,000, you have no tax. Then the taxable income starts from the second 500,000 onwards. Right? For the first 500,000, there's no tax. That means the taxable income starts from the amount after you subtract this from 500,000. So the taxable income here is, this amount 1.2 million. You have to subtract with the first 500,000. Why? Because for this first 500,000, you don't have a tax. After that, only you have a tax. Then the taxable income is this one minus this one. That is 1.2 million minus 500,000. The answer is 700,000. This amount is the amount that who is this? Ranjit will pay tax for. The amount Ranjit has to pay for, or let's do like this, the taxable income of Ranjit. That is good. The taxable income of Ranjit. The taxable income. So for this income only the tax will be coming. Income, the taxable income of Ranjit. I put R here, right? The taxable income range is 700,000. So I hope that it's clear. You have to understand this, right? Part 2. Find the amount of the tax he has to pay for the second 500,000 of his income. Second 500,000. So second 500,000 how much? It is 4%, right? So second 500,000. So 500,000 times 4%. Please mute your mic. Someone is right. 500,000 times 4 over 100. This is the second 500,000. So you can cut these two zeros. 5,000 times 4 is 20,000. So this 20,000 is the second 500,000 tax. Second 500,000 tax. Roman number 3. Find the total tax payment he has to pay as income tax. Total tax payment as income tax. Now the same thing. What is it? The taxable income. Not for this. You can't apply income tax for this. Why? Because from this 1.2 million, 500,000 is free. This first tax is free. Right? So the taxable income starts from this. So you have to write this in case of these clusters, these 500,000 clusters. So the taxable income is, so 700,000, you can write it as 500,000 plus the remaining is 200,000. First 500,000 is free, that is finished. Then from second 500,000, how much is it? 4%. This is second 500,000, that is 4% tax will come. And this is belonging to the third 500,000. For this one, second 500,000 is this, third 500,000 is this. So that is 8%. 8% tax will be coming. Now this will give you the total income tax. Right. Income tax equals, let's see, income tax equals this 500,000 times 4%, 500,000 into 4% plus this 200,000 into 8%. Now you can cancel. 2020 cancels, 2020 cancels. 5,000 into 4 is 20,000 plus 2,000 into 8 is 16,000. So 20,000 plus 16,000. 20 plus 16 is 36. 36,000 is the total income tax that he has to pay for this question. This is the total income tax. They have asked the question as total income tax payable. The total income tax payable is 36,000. I hope that you understood this question. This is income tax question. So from percentage in grade 10, the most difficult part according to my analysis is income tax. So once you understand this part, how to do this and how to separate this into clusters and then find the what percentage is separated, you can do these questions, right? Okay, so we have finished income tax once as well. I hope that there are no questions in that. Do you have any doubts? No. Right, no doubts. Let me move for the 11th question, 11th one. So from 11th one onwards, 11th to question number 15, it is from equations and formula. So past paper questions from equations and formula. Let's see. Right, 11th question. find the value of x plus y without solving the pair of simultaneous equations. Right. Listen, without solving, they have given this 5x plus 3y equals 8 and 4x plus 6y equals 10. They have given this word called without solving. Without solving means what? So these two are simultaneous equation. Without solving means you can't put this as equation number 1 and equation number 2. That is wrong. If you write in this method, that's wrong. They ask, by seeing this one, you have to answer the question. How can you do that? Without solving. Without solving means by just seeing, by just looking at this, you have to answer. Yes, when you get this word called without solving means they say you, but generally either to add these two or subtract these two. Now see, 5 and 4, 3 and 6 is what is the common number that you can make from these two, 5, 4 and 3, 6. Just add and subtract and see. Now when you subtract this and this, let's see. When you subtract, right? When you subtract 5x minus 4x, you get x. 3y minus 6y, that is minus 3y. But they ask for that to find the value of x plus y without solving. You have to get this x plus y. So here we get x minus 3y. That is not a good correct answer. That's not a good correct method of doing it, right? So we just subtracted them. Let's add them and see. 5x plus 4x, that is 9x. 3y plus 6y, that is 9y, equals 10 plus 8, that is 18. Now can you see this? X plus y is there, but 9 is a common factor. So how to remove 9 here? Just divide by 9. Now you can get 9 cancels, 9 cancels, 9 times 1, 9 times 2. X plus y at once you can get as 2. This is the answer. So when they give this word called like without solving, you have to do only two things. One, either you have to either subtract these two and see whether you can get a common number, or you can add them and see whether you can get a common number. Then divide by the same number and get the answer. Right? Good question this is. Sometimes I've seen these questions in past paper, but OL questions also. Good OL questions also I've seen this, and in third term questions also I've seen these type of good questions in part 1. Second term, third term papers in these provincial papers, I've seen a lot of this type of questions, especially in part 1, not in part 2. In part 1, in those first 25 questions, they are given this. Right, so I hope that is clear. Then let's go for the 12th one. 12th one was same thing. So the 12th question was same way but in different way, but in a different method. Now here we added, but in the 12th one we have to subtract. See, without solving the following equations. Again they give that word without solving. Without solving means, remember, you can't write equation number 1, equation number 2 and solve. That is wrong. If you do it that way, they won't give marks. Even though the answer is correct, they won't give marks. Why? Because they give the word called without solving. Means at once when you see, you have to understand it. 12th one. See, they are given 3x plus 5y equals 37. X plus 3y equals 19. Just two operations you can do. One, you can subtract and see. Let's see. 3x minus x are 2x. 5y minus 3y are 2y. 37 minus 19 is 18. Understood? Just subtract or add. But if you add, we can't get the answer. Now in this one we added, but in this if we add, see, 3x plus x is 4x. 5y plus 3y is 8y. 37 plus 19 is 47, 56. But they ask for what? X plus y. You have to find x plus y without solving. So here you get 4x plus 8y. It's very difficult to get x plus y, right? Because if you divide both sides by 4 also, here it becomes x plus 4 times 1, 2. 2y equals 56 over 4. So here it gives you x plus 2y, but here they ask for x plus y and without solving. So the best method is not to add but to subtract. When you subtract these two, you easily will get the answer. How is that? 3x minus x is x, sorry, 2x plus 5y minus 3y is 2y equals 37 minus 19 is 18. Now 2 to 18. The common factor is 2. Divide all by 2. 2 cancels, 2 cancels, 2 times 1, 2 times 9. X plus y at once we can get as 9 is the answer. Right. I hope that you understood this part. So what especially in these 11th and 12th questions, keep in mind when they give you without solving means you can't write equation number 1 and 2. Remember that. Right. No questions, right? Okay, let's move to the next one. So next question, that is question number 13. Question number 13. 1, 3. What does it say? All right. Make L the subject of the formula T equals 2 pi root L over G. This is an equation in our advanced level physics. L over G. Right? So they ask you to subject L. Right. Let's see. This is some formula. The formula that they are given is T equals 2 pi root L over G. And they ask you to subject L. First of all, you have to remove all the elements which is closer to this L. What is it? First of all, the closest one is 2 pi. So 2 pi into root L over G is this. So see, T equals 2 pi times root L over G. So for this L, this 2 pi is multiplied. So to remove this 2 pi means you have to divide both sides by 2 pi. Here also by 2 pi. Here also you have to divide by 2 pi. And then 2 pi cancels. Here T over 2 pi equals square root L over G. Then the next operation is what? The entire term is square rooted. Square rooted in this side means when the square root comes this side, what happens? When the square root moves to the other part of the equation, that becomes the square. So here square root, this entire square root when it moves to this one, it becomes square. The entire expression T over 2 pi, entire thing will be square. Now the square root has been gone. L over G. T over 2 pi, this one, the entire one is squared equals L over G. Then G should be multiplied. G into T over 2 pi squared equals L. So the answer is G T squared over 4 pi squared equals L. This is the answer. T squared is T squared, 2 pi squared is 4 pi squared. So the answer is L. So they ask you to subject L. L equals GT squared over 4 pi squared. This is how you subject according to this question. This is from simple harmonic motion. When you learn physics for A levels, then you will learn something called simple harmonic motion. So the equation is this. T equals 2 pi root L over G. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Question number 14. Question 14. Solve the following quadratic equation. Right. 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 equals 0. So what is quadratic equation? So quadratic equation means you have this trinomial equation which is equaling to 0. Right. So now when you have this equal to 0 part, this is called as quadratic equation. Right. So first part is you have to multiply this part into this final minus 3. 2x squared into minus 3 is minus 6x squared. First find the two factors. Where you multiply these two factors, you have to get this one. And when you add these two factors, you have to get this one. So let's take 3 times 2. Okay, 3 times 2 will give 6. 3 and 2 will it give 5? Yes. Then these are the two factors. Here they have said plus 5x. So what? Large one should be plus. Okay, large one should be plus. Wait, 2x squared plus 5x minus 3, no? No, we can't do it that way. This is, I think, 6x squared is there. 6 times 1. Not 3 times 2. We can take 6 times 1. 6 times 1. Right? So here plus 5x means the largest one is plus. Smallest one is minus. Yes. 6 plus 6x into minus x is minus 6x squared. And what plus 6x minus x is plus 5x. Right? So this is the best factors that you can get. You can take 3 or 3 and 2 also, but you will get the multiple of 6x squared, but you won't get this factor. Therefore, it's not possible to take 3 and 2. That's why I was thinking. So the best factor is, two factors are 6 and 1. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. So best one is that, right? 2x squared, then substitute this one with this, plus 6x minus 1x minus 3 equals 0. So 2x squared and 6x, the common factor is 2x. 1 plus 2x, x plus, no? 2x, x plus 3 minus 1, x plus 3 equals 0. Right, then 2x and minus 1 is one factor, 2x minus 1 one factor, and x plus 3 is the other factor equaling to 0. Now you have two factors equal to 0. How do you find x? Take each of these factors equal to 0. First take this one. First take this factor, 2x minus 1 and equal to 0. Or this x plus 3, next one, x plus 3 equal to 0. Then find x separate. You have two values for x. So minus 1 when it comes this side becomes plus 1, and when we divide by 2, 1 over 2. So this one x equals half. Here, when this plus 3, when it goes this side, it becomes minus 3. So x equals minus 3. So here you have two answers for x. X equals half or x equals minus 3. X equals half or x equals minus 3. Why you get two answers here? Because it's a quadratic equation. In quadratic equations, the feature is you get two answers for x. Two answers for x. That is question number 14. I hope that there are no questions in this part. Right? If you have any questions, please type in the chat. Right? Right. Then let's go for the question number 15. Question 15. It says if a plus b is 7 and ab is 12, find the value of a squared plus b squared. A plus b they have given as 7. Then ab is 12. And they ask for the a squared plus b squared how much. So by just seeing these three, just can you guess what have they done? A plus b is there. AB is there. A squared plus b squared is there. Now, have you seen something like this before? Now see, for example, this example, x plus y squared. How do you expand this? X squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Now carefully look. They ask for x squared But a square and b square, that is like x square and y square, that is also there in this. Then ab, that means it is like xy, right? So we have to make this one like this. We have to make this a plus b like this. So how do you make like that? You have to use this equation that they have given. That's why they have given this. A plus b equals 7. The reason that they gave is, see, a plus b equals 7. So, what like how do you convert this into that what x plus y squared format? You have to bracket these two and square. So once you square this entire term in the left side, you have to square this term in the right side as well. Now see, now we have converted this into this one. A plus b squared inside brackets. First you have to expand. A squared plus 2ab plus b squared equals 7 squared is 49. Then rearrange this equation. They ask for a squared plus b squared. Then a squared is here, b squared is here. Then write a squared plus b squared, then plus 2ab equals 49. Same one, but I have rearranged this. I bought this b squared here and 2ab this side. Right? So this is the one which they ask. They ask for a squared plus b squared then. So we don't know that. Keep that a squared plus b squared. We don't know that one. Plus 2ab. AB value they have given. AB equals 12. AB equals 12. 2 into 12 equals 49. Then a squared plus b squared plus 2 times 12 is 24 equals 49. Move this 24 to this side. This becomes a squared plus b squared equals 49 minus 24, that is 25. The answer for a squared plus b squared is 25. They ask for a squared plus b squared. So this value is 25. Or so what, like always in this kind of questions, start from one point. So here the main point that they are given, but the main equation that they are given is this equation. A plus b equals 7. This is the main equation that they are given. Then see how can you make according to this format. Into this format you have to make. So but how do you make into this format? Square this one, this side and this side. So once you square into the left side and right side, you can expand and get the value like this. Okay. Any questions regarding that? No. So we've completed the past paper questions from algebraic expressions and equations and formulas. Now let's move on to parallelograms 1 and 2 questions. So what these parallelogram questions are? Past paper questions from third term and provincial papers. So the question starts from question 16. Let's do question number 16. So before starting the question number 16 in parallelograms, you have to understand certain things. In parallelograms in grade 10, you have certain what properties for parallelograms, right? You have studied that, right? So what before going into questions, I'll just have a small recap about those theory parts in parallelograms. So what if you have a book or something, please note down, or what if you don't have a book, just take a screenshot and keep, and then later you can note down later. Right. But this is a small recap like thing. So grade 10 lesson. So on parallelograms 1 and 2, a small recap I'll be doing. So parallelograms 1 and 2. From parallelograms, we know the properties of parallelograms, because these ones will be needed when you do questions. Properties of parallelogram. There are mainly 5 properties. First property is the opposite sides should be parallel. This is the first property. The opposite sides should be parallel. In a parallelogram, the opposite sides are parallel. Then second property, the opposite sides should be equal. The opposite side should be equal. This is the second property. Right? Third property, the opposite angles should be equal. Third property. The third property is the opposite angles should be equal. The opposite angles should be equal. So I'll explain this with a diagram as well. So at first let's write the properties. Right? Fourth one. The diagonals bisect each other. Fourth property. The diagonals bisect each other. Bisect means it cut equally into two halves. I'll explain that with a small diagram, then you can understand further. Fifth property. The diagonals bisect the area of the parallelogram. The diagonals bisect the area of the parallelogram. So these five properties are the most important properties of all parallelograms. So what is a parallelogram? Now, for example, in our syllabus in grade 10, we have studied three types of parallelogram. What are those? First one is rectangle. We study about rectangle. Then the second parallelogram we have studied in grade 10 is square. The third parallelogram we have studied is what? Rhombus. So the best interpretation of what a rhombus is when you take a square shapes and what handkerchief. Now, for normally when those grade 1 children, when they go for the first day of school, have you seen that they have a kind of handkerchief like thing that they hang it? So that handkerchief is normally square shaped, but after certain times when they start pulling those edges and all, it becomes a rhombus. Simple as that. So the square handkerchief will convert into a rhombus handkerchief after they start pulling, and when they start eating with those, this square handkerchief will convert into a rhombus handkerchief. But square and rhombus, there are certain properties which are kindly equal. Let's see. So what is this? This is called rhombus. RHOMBUS, rhombus. Let's see whether these properties are there. So all three are parallelograms. Let's see first one. The opposite side should be parallel. Yes, this is parallel to this. This is parallel to this. That's true. Here also this is parallel to this. This is parallel to this. This is parallel to this one. This is parallel to this one. First property done. Second one. The opposite sides should be equal. Yes, in rectangle, these opposite sides are equal. These two opposite sides are equal. That's also done. Square, all four sides are equal. All four sides are equal. No problem. Rhombus also, all four sides are equal. Rhombus, all four sides are equal. That is also. Third one, the opposite angle should be equal. Yes. In rectangle, all the angles are 90. In rectangle, all the angles are 90. In square also, all the angles are 90. Rhombus, the opposite angles. This one is equal to this, and this angle is equal to this. This angle is equal to this. That is also. The diagonals bisect each other. The diagonals. What is diagonal? From one vertex to the next vertex. This is what you call diagonal. This here this diagonal and this diagonal, from this vertex, these two will bisect each other equally. So what is bisect means? It cuts equally into four parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. In rectangles, this diagonal will cut equally into four parts. Square also same. This diagonal and this diagonal will bisect equally. In rhombus, this diagonal will bisect this diagonal equally, and this diagonal will bisect this diagonal equally. So here this diagonal will bisect these two, and this one will bisect these two. So these are the properties of rectangle, square, and rhombus. These three are parallelograms. Parallelograms. So all these parallelograms, they should have all these five properties. If you have these five properties only, you can consider these as parallelograms. If at least one property is not there, it is not a parallelogram. That's it. So I hope that you understood this part clearly, right? So better if you can write this in a paper or in a book if you have, or just take a screenshot and write it later. Right? So I'll give 30 seconds to do whatever that you like. Either you take a screenshot or you write it quickly, because we have just limited amount of time and we have to go for the next questions as well. It's because I gave this note because for the next questions, you need these theorems. Right. I think that you have done writing, or what if you haven't written this, just take a screenshot now and write it later if you don't have anything to write, right? Okay, let's move on to the questions. So parallelograms is very important grade 10, huh? Because normally parallelogram questions, I have seen a lot of parallelogram questions, they come with congruence and stuff. So be prepared with some parallelogram questions, and I have seen they ask for some properties of parallelograms. Well, let's see them. In I think question number 19 or 18 something, you have such question. They ask the properties of parallelograms. Okay. Question number 16. Okay? Yeah, question number 16. Question number 16, they have given the parallelogram like this. I'll draw that. And like this. This is A, B, D, C, P, Q. This they have given as 40. This is A. This is 6 centimeters. Right. Let's read the question. It says, what ABCD and CDPQ are, right? CDPQ are two parallelograms. So once they give this word but parallelograms, you have to remember of those five properties. So you have to by heart those five properties. Like I think better if you can by heart those five properties, because at once when they give the word parallelograms, all these five should come in your mind, right? Parallelograms, and according to the given figure, find PQ length. Find PQ. They ask this length. Okay, right. Let's apply. In a parallelogram, the opposite side should be parallel. In ABCD parallelogram, this is parallel, and in PQCD parallel, PQCD parallelogram, this is parallel to this. Okay, that is also done. Then the opposite side should be equal. AB is equal to CD, and in PQCD parallelogram, DC side should be equal to PQ. At once itself, we can get the answer. Here, 6 centimeters means AB, 6 centimeters means in ABCD parallelogram, DC is also 6 centimeters. Therefore, in PQCD parallelogram, DC is 6 centimeters means PQ is also 6 centimeters. So the answer is PQ equals 6 centimeters. PQ equals 6 centimeters. This is the answer. Right, that is Roman number 1. Roman number 2. Find the value of A. Where is it? A is here, right. Okay. The next property. The opposite angles should be equal. See, in PQCD parallelogram, PQC, this part is 40 means this also should be 40. Why? The opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. This 40 means here also 40. Then, now see, DC is parallel to AB in ABCD parallelogram. Again, DC is parallel to AB in ABCD parallelogram. Now see, what can you see? These two are parallel. 40 and A. What is the relation here? You have a Z here. That means that is alternate angles. Therefore, A is equal to 40 degrees. Why? Alternate angles. Alternate angles. So I hope that you understood this part. First of all, we took the opposite angles are equal of a parallelogram. That's the property of a parallelogram. You have to remember that. The opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. This is 40 means here also 40. Then this Z mark is there. Why? Because these are parallel. AB parallel to DC. Therefore, you have a Z mark here. 40 and A. It should be equal by alternate angles. Right. I hope that you understood that one. Then question number 17. Let's do that here. Question number 17. In the parallelogram PQRS, the length of the perpendicular drawn from P to SQ is 4 centimeters. The length of the perpendicular drawn from P to SQ is 4 centimeters. If the area of the parallelogram is 40 centimeters square, find the length of the diagonal SQ. Find the length of the diagonal SQ. Right. So in parallelograms, they have given like this. This is PQRS. PQRS. QS is a diagonal. Then PT. T. This is 90 they say. This is parallelogram. So these opposite sides are parallel and equal. This is equal to this. This is equal to this. And the diagonals bisect each other, and also the diagonals will bisect the area of the parallelogram. So in PQRS parallelogram, what QS is diagonal means PSQ, the area of PSQ is equal to the area of QSR. Why? Because that is a property of parallelogram that we studied. What is it? The diagonal will bisect the area of the parallelogram. So those properties will at once come. So all those 5 properties should be coming when they give the word parallelogram. That is a crux here, right? If the area of the parallelogram is 40 centimeters, right? So the area of this, the parallelogram area. So area is 40 centimeter square, and they gave this one is 4 centimeters here. This is 4 centimeters. Find the length of the diagonal SQ. Find the length of the diagonal of SQ. Right. So they have given us the data called the area is 40 centimeters square. Right. So the area of this is what? This is the parallelogram area. This is the parallelogram area. When this diagonal is bisecting, what happens to the area of the parallelogram when this diagonal comes? It bisects. That means this part is 20, this part is 20. Triangle PQS area, the area of triangle PQS is equal to the triangle QRS. How much is it? 20 centimeters square. Why? Here 20, here 20. It bisects equal. 20 plus 20 will give you 40 as total. Right? Now we have to consider this one. Let's take one triangle, PSQ triangle. Huh? PSQ triangle. So, what can you say? The area of triangle PQS. Let's take PQS. PQS, this triangle, this triangle is equal to 20 centimeter square. That is sure. Then the area of triangle PQS means what is the area formula for a triangle? Half into base into height equals the area is 20 centimeter square. That is also done. Right? Then half into. So in this triangle, this is the base. QS is the base. P, let's make this point as O. Let's name this point. Let's say that's T, right? There is T there. Then T. This is T. This point is T. QS is the base. PT is the height. Half into base is QS. Height is PT equals 20 centimeter square. Then half into QS length, we don't know. PT length, we know. They are given 4 centimeters equals 20. 2 times 1, 2 times 2. Then QS equals 20 divided by 2. This 2 will be divided by 2. Therefore, 22 times 1, 2 times 10. So the length of QS is 10 centimeters. Did you understand? Very, very good question. This is, I think this is from Northwestern paper, right? Northwestern paper, as I remember, 2019 or something. Good question. This is a part 1 question, but it looks like a part 2. Why is it? Because you have to apply the properties of the parallelogram thing. What is the first thing that you have to say? These sides are equal and parallel. That is done. Then you have to use that when a diagonal is connected between the parallelogram, what happens to the area of those two? They are bisected. That property should come at once in your mind. So the total one is 40 centimeters squared. For this entire parallelogram, the area is 40 centimeters squared. Means when it bisects, what happens? This becomes 20, here 20. That you have to understand. Then the area of triangle PQS be found as 20. Then you have to write the formula for this one. That is the area of triangle is half times base into height. Half into base. Base here is QS. Height here is PT. Half into QS into PT equals 20. QS is what they ask. We don't know that. PT, they have given the value as 4 centimeters. Then substitute 4. Then we can substitute and get the value for QS. QS equals 10 centimeters. I think that is clear. Do you have any questions? But that is a very good question. I really like that question. Just put a star mark for that and keep, because that one is a very good one. And I have seen a lot of questions in parallelograms like this, especially the question papers before 2019. This is there. Okay. Let's move to the next question, question number 18. So since the session lasts for about another 40 odd minutes, so I would kindly request all of you all to stay until the last moment, because there are very interesting questions coming over, especially in sets, because the last 4 questions are from sets, very good questions. So we have to do that one as well. So please remain in the class until the last one. So we'll be finishing the class by 3:15, 3:16 line. Okay. Okay. Question number 18. So turn to question number 18. See what does it says. Write down two needs that must be satisfied by a quadrilateral to be a parallelogram. I said it. So question number 18. This was in that was also in Northwestern, I think, right? They asked to write properties of parallelogram. So how many properties have we learned? 5 we have learned. Let's just recap those 5 again because very important ones. First one, the opposite sides should be parallel. That is the first one. Second one, the opposite side should be equal. Third one, the opposite angles should be equal. The opposite angle should be equal. Then fourth property, the diagonals should bisect each other. Bisect each other. And question number 5, sorry, the fifth property, the diagonals bisect the area of the parallelogram. Bisect the area of the parallelogram. Parallelogram. These 5 should at once come when they say properties of parallelograms. Understood? So you can write. So they ask for 2, no? Write down 2. Yes, you can write me 2. Me 2 from this 5 you can write. Right? Question 19. They say what ABCD is a parallelogram of the area of the triangle ABC is 64 centimeters square. Right. So ABCD is a parallelogram. Once they say parallelogram, make it as a habit. So once they say parallelogram itself, all these 5 should be coming. So for that you have to try to memorize. It's better if you can memorize this. It's better if you can memorize all 5, or but if you can't memorize all 5, just at least memorize 2 or 3. But the best thing is if you can memorize all 5, it will be better. A, B, C, D. Parallelogram they say. So opposite sides should be equal. Right? That is not given. No? Okay. We don't need to write that because they are not given there. So don't need to write. Opposite sides are parallel, right? Opposite side should be parallel in this. And this is a diagram. Right. And this is 60. This is 60. They ask find the area of the parallelogram ABCD. ABCD. So the ABCD parallelogram and the area of a triangle. So the area of a triangle is 64. Properties of parallelograms. What happens? These two triangles, the areas are what? Equal. Why? The fifth property. The diagonals bisect the area of parallelogram. The diagonals bisect the area of parallelogram. That means this area of this triangle is equal to this area of the triangle. Therefore, we can write the area of triangles ADC plus triangle ABC will give you the area of the parallelogram. This area of this triangle plus the area of this triangle will give you the area of the entire parallelogram. So these two areas are equal, while these two triangles they are bisected. Therefore, the area of one is 20 centimeters. 64. No, that's it. 64 centimeters square. So the triangle. So one area is 64 centimeters squared. This is also 64 centimeters squared. Therefore, the total area of the parallelogram is 64 plus 64. That is 128 centimeters squared. This is the area of the parallelogram. Roman number 2. Find the value of ADC. 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 This one, right? Easy. Here 60 means what happens to ABC? This part. This should be 180 minus 60, right? ABC should be 180 minus 60. ABC should be 180 minus 60. That is 120. ABC is 120. Here 120 means what about ADC? ABC angle should be equal to ADC angle. Why? Because properties of parallelograms. ABCD is a parallelogram, and they are the properties of parallelograms. But the opposite angles should be equal. In a parallelogram, the opposite angle should be equal. If this 120 means ADC is also 120. Therefore, ADC is also 120. Clear? Right. Then let's move to the last set of questions. We have about 30 minutes remaining. Yes, we can do sets 20, 21, 22, 23. So these four questions are from sets. So I'll give you 1 minute more. If you want to ask anything, you can ask. Right? In parallelogram, because parallelograms, I feel that is very important. So if you have any questions regarding whatever we have done until now, in parallelograms or whatever it is, ask now. And I think that you can see the board, because I got a lot of complaints last about 20, 30 minutes before that you couldn't see the board. Now I think that the board issue is okay. And I think that you can see the board properly. Okay, since there are no questions, let's move to the last set of questions. So that is from sets. So question number 20, 21, 22, and 23 are sets past paper questions. So those sets are not grade 11 sets, they are grade 10 sets, right? So grade 10 set questions are also very tricky. So let's see. So since you can view this as a recording as well, it will be fine. If you can't understand like any parts, you can again see the recording, because those recordings are free of charge and they are given in YouTube. You can see and understand whatever parts that you couldn't understand. And if you have any questions, once again I'm saying, please ask. Right. Question number 20. Question 20, what do they say? Write down the shaded region in set notation, like sets. First one, these are part one type of question. X is given here, Y is given here. Two subsets. X is one subset, Y is one subset. This entire is universal set. And they have shaded what? This entire region. This entire region they have shaded. This also they have. Right. They ask for the set notation of this figure. Right. Now see which region is not shaded. First of all, you have to identify which region is not shaded. This region is not shaded. Now think, now if this region was shaded and these shaded parts are unshaded, now think it like this. If this is what like this, now if this diagram was like this, if this diagram was the other side, that means these parts are not shaded, but these all other parts are not shaded, and this unshaded part is shaded. Means what is set notation for this? We know here x, here y. Now this middle part is x intersecting y, right? X intersecting, but this symbol is intersecting part, intersecting, common. X intersecting y, right? X intersecting y. This part is x intersecting y. Now this one is if we think if this was like this, but here they have given all the other regions, the outer regions are shaded, but this middle part is not shaded. That means, what is this? It is the complement of this. This is not this. X intersecting Y complement. Now this is X intersecting Y. Now again, here what this common region is X intersecting Y. Now the regions which are not in X intersecting Y is called X intersecting Y complement. This complement means it is not X intersecting Y, it is not. So in this region which are not X intersecting Y, this is not X intersecting Y, this is not X intersecting Y, this is not X intersecting Y. So these three regions are not X intersecting Y. But in this region, they have shaded those X intersecting Y, not X intersecting Y regions are the ones that they are shaded here. That means the expression here should be what? This is X intersecting Y, but they are shaded all the other regions, means that is not X intersecting Y. That means X intersecting Y complement. This is the what notation? X not X intersecting Y complement. This is the set notation. But this is the answer. X intersecting Y complement. So I did a seminar also. I think 1 month or 1.5 months before. You can go to the recordings channel and watch that as well. So in that channel, so in that part, I've explained everything is clear. Everything of this clear. Right? Okay. So that's the simple question. Question number 20. And I hope that you understood this relation. So think in this way and then get the answer. Right? Question number 21 next. Question number 21 onwards, it is part 2 type of questions. Grade 10, second term, third term, part 2. Questions are given in 21, 22, and 23. Let's see. Now in sets, now I'll give a small hint. In sets, you have to first identify the regions. First of all, now I'll give a small hint how to do these questions. First of all, you have to identify the region. That means the what set notations, that thing you have to be fluent of, right? That you have to make the first thing. Second one, you have to be fluent in algebraic expression. That means you have to use what algebraic what notations to find answers. Let's do the question number 21, question number 22, and question number 23, and then you can see how these two that we use. First of all, you have to first identify the region that they asked for. Then you have to use algebraic notations for whatever that they have not given, and then find the answer. Let's see. First, let's go for question number 21. So question number 21, they are given the set like this. Two subsets are given. This is girls. This subset is students who got C or more. C or more. C or more students. So students who got C or more in this subset, and the subset of girls in this one. This is the universal set. Right, let's read the question. It says the below Venn diagram shows a collection of data regarding 60 students who passed the GC oral examination at a certain school. That means the total means the universal set, 60 students in total that you have to write. Then from the students, 31 were girls. 31 were girls. Now listen, when they say 31 were girls, where do you write 31? You write it here, here, or on this top. 31 were girls. They haven't given like any information more than that. So what can I write it here? No, you can't. Right? Because this region is, if they have said girls only, then you can write this value in this region. Now in this region also you can't write. Why? Because if they say what girls and C or more, then you can write in this region. But they just say here girls. Just girls. 31 are just girls. Then you have to write that 31 where? On top of this girls subset somewhere here. 31 should be written on top of this subset. They just say girls, that's why. Right? From the students, 31 were girls. 31 written here. And 16 of them got C passes or above. 16 got C pass. So from them means from the girls, 16 got C or more. That means this part. 16 got C. That 16 you can write it here. Girls and 16 or more. Girls and 16 or more. Right? 16 or more, they got C or more pass. Now here see, 16 plus something should give 31. 16 plus something, I'll write this as X value, plus X should give 31. What is X then? You can subtract 31 minus 16, answer is 15. Did you see how we use algebraic terms for this? This X region is 15. This region is 15. This region here is 15. Right? Then 15 plus 16, 31. Right. Let's read the next one also. 31 were girls, 16 of them got credit pass or above for mathematics. 9 boys didn't have pass mathematics. Now see, first of all, you have to see the region. This subset is girls. And this subset is C or more. Now, they have given some boys also. So there are just 2 genders in the world. What like according to our country, we consider only 2 genders, right? Either girl or boy. So in like foreign countries, you have many other genders, but we don't consider that in Sri Lanka, because in Sri Lanka the legal genders are 2 genders. One is girls and boys. So this is girls means, what about this subset? This is boys. This subset should be boys. Now this subset is boys means, here they have given this one is C or more. So what this one is C or more. That means this part is boys who got C or more for maths. This part should be boys and who got C or more for maths. Then what about the remaining area of this? This should be what? Here girls, now what's equal? But this is girls. This 15 is the girls who didn't get C or more. Who did not get C or more. 16 here is the girls who got C or more for maths. This region here is the boys who got C or more for maths, means the remaining part should be what? Boys who did not get C or more for maths. The boys who did not get C or more for maths. Now read the question. They say 9 boys didn't have pass mathematics, means it should come where? Outside. The 9 boys who didn't get C or more maths, it should be outside. And then what boys who got C or more, this part. So what is the value? We don't know. Then put some or algebraic term. Put X, Y, B, whatever it is. You can put it. I put A. Right? Now this is our set that we need to draw. First of all, you have to mention all the data that they have given in this set. No matter that you scribble on the paper, whatever it is, first thing is, so once you finish reading the questions, make it as a habit to draw all the data and mark all the data on the paper. Very important, right? Now let's see. Roman number 1. Copy the given Venn diagram and write the number of elements in each region. Yes, 15 here, 16 here, 9 here. So yeah, they said to just write the elements, right? Then we don't know A. 15 here, 16 here, 9 outside. What is inside this A? We don't know. Then how to find A? 15 plus 16 plus this A plus this 9 should be giving the total 60. Should be giving the total 60. Then we can find A. 15 plus 16, 31 plus A plus 9 equals 60. 31 plus 9 is 40. 40 plus A equals 60. A equals 60 minus 40, that is 20. Yeah, that means A we found as 20. A is 20. A is 20. 2, 0, 20. So we wrote all the elements. 15 here, 16 here, 20 here, and outside 9. Right. Roman number 2. How many girls were there who didn't receive a credit pass for the above mathematics who didn't receive. Girls who didn't receive means this part. How much is it? 15. Right? 16 plus something should give 31. So we found that. How much is it? 15 girls. 15 girls. Shade the region in the above Venn diagram which represent the boys who received the credit or above for mathematics. The boys, you got to shade it. The boys means this set. Who got C or more means this part. Boys who got C or more. This one. This is the region that you are shading. This region. Right? This is the region that you have to shade. The boys who got C or more for mathematics. That's it. Right. Then let's go for the question number 22. So same day you have to find the others as well. So in the other question also you have something like this. Right. Question number 22. They say what? A part. Out of 100 people in a certain village, 53 do government jobs. So 100 people in a certain village. That means the universal set is 100. 53 do government jobs. And they are given the set also like this. Here is the universal set. Outside that is 100 from 100 people. Those who do government jobs, I'll write this G. That's what they are writing. G means government jobs. The people who do government jobs. Right? So 53 do government jobs and this is woman. So this subset is woman. I'll write this if that is what they are given. Woman is if that is what they are given this one. Woman is if G is government jobs. So 53 do but government jobs. How many of them don't do government jobs? 53 do government jobs. Right. 53 do government jobs means do we write again? Do we write the 53 here, here or here? Just government jobs they have said. Then we can't write it in this region. Why? Because if they say 53 do government jobs, but only, if they give the word only, then you can write 53 here. They haven't given like that. Then you can't write it here also because if they have said for people who have done the government jobs and are females, then this one. But they haven't said that. They have just said government jobs. Then the 53 should be coming up. Right? 53. Just 53. Just government jobs means it should be coming up. Right? Next one. They say how many people don't do government jobs. Okay. And they have given 20 outside as well. So here they are given 20. Outside they have put as 20. Right. How many of them don't do government jobs? Yes, easy. So the ones who are doing government jobs, people who do government jobs, G, 53. So the total people available is how much? 100. So from 100 is 53 is doing government jobs means what is remaining? 100 minus 53. 100 minus 53. That is the people who don't do government jobs. 100 minus 53 is 47. 47. 47, right? 47. Yes. So 47 people don't do government jobs. Is the answer for the first Roman number. Roman number 2. How many girls, if 49 of the whole group are women, if 49 are women, right? They say 49 of the whole group are women. Complete the following Venn diagram using the given information. 49 are women, just women. Then you have write 49 here, here, here. Just women they are given. Then 49 should be written on top of this women subset, not inside and not here. Just women, just women. Then 49 should be coming up. Right? 49 should be coming up. 49 are women. Now we have to complete the sets. Okay. Now what happens? So 53 government jobs they are doing. 49 are women. Here 20. Now we don't know these three elements. These three inside parts we don't know. How do you find that? Very easy. Now what is the amount percent who are doing both for government jobs and are females? This part, what is the value? We don't know. Then put X. If you don't know, just put X. X. Then for X plus something should give 53. X plus something should give 53. Now I'll write here as A. X plus A should give 53 means how to find A? I need A. A in terms of X is 53 minus X, right? A is 53 minus X. That means this is 53 minus X. 53 minus X. That's why we are using bit of algebra here. 53 minus X. This is 53 minus X. Now again see, here in this common region is X. Here 53 means 53 minus X is here. Same way, here X, here 49 means what should be here? 49 minus X. 49 minus X. Now, we can find X. How to find X? This 53 minus X plus this X plus this 49 minus X plus this 20 should give you the total 100. The total 100. Now see, it should give you the total 100. Here minus X plus X cancels. 53 plus 49 plus 20. What is the answer? 53 plus 49 is 90 plus 12. No, 90 plus 12 is 102. So 102 plus 20. 122. So 122 minus X equals 100. Then you can find X equals 122 minus 100. That is X equals 22. Now we found the value for X. We found the value for X. Let's move to the third Roman number. Now see, third Roman number, it says how many men from the total group do government jobs? Men who do government jobs. Now see the regions. This is females, that means woman. This subset is woman. This subset is government jobs, means this one are the what women who do government job. The what woman who do government job. This set is the woman who does not do government jobs. Then here, woman and the next gender is men. These government jobs and these men as well. Then men who does government jobs. This outer part is the men who does not do government jobs. They ask for the number of men who do government jobs. What the number of men who do government jobs means this 53 minus 6 they ask. Then the number of men who does not do government jobs, that is 53 minus X. 53 minus X we found as 22. Subtract this and see. You get the answer as 1. Then 5 minus 2, 30. So answer is 31. Don't do government jobs. So the men who doesn't do government jobs is 53 minus 6. That is 53 minus 22. Answer is 31. right? This is the answer. That is for sets. That is question number 22. Right. Then the last question, we'll soon discuss it and finish it off. Last question, number 23. Right. They have given us the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A 1, 4, 9. B is the even numbers between 1 and 10. Right. Roman number 1. Write set A as a description. Okay, descriptive method. So we have three methods of sets. How to describe it? One is what? One is the descriptive method. Second one is the listing elements method. Third one is the set builder method. Set builder method. Now here they haven't asked set builder method. They have asked only to write a description in the first part. So write A as description. So what is A? A is 149. A, the elements are 149. So what are these elements? So they have given the universal set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. From these things, 149 is what? They are the square numbers. Then square numbers. But if you just write square numbers, that is wrong. Why? From 1 to 10, only 149. So what you can write square numbers between 0 and 10. Square numbers between 0 and 10. So these are square numbers between 0 and 10. Right? Is the first Roman number answer. Second one, write set B as listing elements. Next method. Write set B as listing elements. So what is set B? The even numbers between 1 and 10. The even numbers between 1 and 10. So what are the even numbers between 1 and 10? 2 will come. 4, 6, 8. You can't write 10. Why? Because when the word between is there, you can't take the first and the last value. Between 1 and 10 means you can't take 1 and 10 in the answer. Here they are given the even numbers between 1 and 10. Then you can't take 1 and 10 inside this one. In between 1 and 10 only you have to take. That means 2, 4, 6, 8. That's it. You can't take 10. Roman number 3. Insert the above data in the given figure. Okay, right. So here the universal set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. So subset A, subset B. Subset A, subset B. So set A is 149, right? 149. So see. So in these two, A and B, see what are common. Which are common? First, let's take which are common. First of all, you have to identify which are common here. Set A is this. Set B is this. 1 is common? No. 4 is common? Yes. 4 is common. Then the common part comes here. 4 is common. Then which belongs to A only? A only 1 and 9. 1 and 9. Wait. Then which belongs to B only? Which belongs to B only? 2, 6 and 8. 2, 6 and 8. Now from these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From the universal set, these numbers are there. 1 is there, 9 is there, then 4 is there, 2 is there, 6 is there, and 8 is there. Then what is not there? 10 is not there, 7 is not there, 3 is not there. Then where will those not there things come? Outside. 3 is not there, 7 is not there, and 8 is not there. This will come outside. This is the way how you represent in a Venn diagram. Right? First of all, we found the common ones in A and B. So a common one in A and B is 4. Then the ones which have only in A, that is 1 and 9 only belongs to A. So 1 and 9 belongs only to A. Then the ones which belong only to B, what 2, 6 and 8 only belongs to B. Then from all of these things, what is remaining? 3, 7 and 9. 3, 7 and 8. Sorry, 3, 7 and 8. So that comes outside. Right. Last part, fourth one. From the numbers in the above diagram, if a number is selected randomly, find the probability of the number is being an element of set B. Probability. Right. So from set B, how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the number of the elements in set B, that is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Total elements, total number of elements present, how much? The universal set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 numbers are there, 10 elements are there. Then what is the probability of B? This probability of B is 4 is the number of what is present in B over total number of elements is 10. So the probability of this being B is 4 over 10 is the answer. Right? Yes, it is the answer. So with that, we finished the classified revision of past paper set 3. Right? So we finished from algebraic fractions. So we started from algebraic fractions. From algebraic fractions, we have done all the way until sets. So all the past paper questions from this northwestern and southern province, everything, and most of the good questions we have discussed. So next week we'll be starting the set 4 of the classified past paper revision questions, and hopefully by this month end we can finish. Right? So hopefully by this end of the month we can finish grade 10 fully questions, and we can start the grade 11 ones also. So I hope that you understood all of these questions, and if you have any questions, please ask me through my WhatsApp group also. Sorry, through my WhatsApp number. I'll answer. Right. So we'll meet next time. And our theory classes are there from tomorrow. So Sundays we have our theory classes. Grade 10 starts from 1:15 to 3:15 p.m. and grade 11 is from 4:15 to 6:15 p.m. So if you're interested, please do join. Right. So let's see you next time.